The secret the wealthy never tell you. You've been lied to. And I don't mean one of those little white lies your parents told you to make you feel better about life. I mean a massive, well-polished, generational lie that's been passed down from one broke person to another, while the rich just smile quietly in the background. See, the wealthy have a secret. They know it. They use it. And most of them will never tell you about it. Not because they're evil masterminds hiding it from you, but because they know you wouldn't believe them even if they did. The secret is hidden in plain sight. It's not locked in a vault. It's not some complex formula written in code. It's not something you need a genius IQ to understand. It's simple. So simple that when I tell you, you might shrug it off. And that's exactly why most people never get rich. Before we get there, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why you can work for 10, 20, 30 years and still feel like you're barely making progress? Why you're constantly chasing the next paycheck, the next raise, the next opportunity, and yet somehow you always end up back at zero? Meanwhile, the wealthy seem to get wealthier without breaking a sweat. You think it's because they're smarter, or because they got lucky, or because they started with more than you. Sure, some of them did, but that's not the main reason. The main reason is this. They understand the game you're playing, and they're playing a completely different game. You think the goal is to make more money. They know the goal is to own more assets. You think it's about trading your time for a paycheck. They know it's about building systems that pay them whether they work or not. You think success comes from working harder. They know success comes from positioning, putting themselves in the right place with the right leverage at the right time. Let's be real for a second. If hard work was the key to wealth, every construction worker, every nurse, every janitor, every single mother working 2 jobs would be a millionaire. But they're not. Why? Because they're stuck in a system designed to keep them busy, not wealthy. Here's what you've been taught. Go to school, get good grades, get a job, work until you're 65, and then, maybe, you'll get to enjoy life. That's the plan society sells you. But here's the truth. That plan was never designed to make you rich. It was designed to make you compliant. The wealthy don't follow that plan. They might start on it, just like everyone else. But at some point, they switch tracks. They stop chasing income and start chasing ownership. Ownership is the real secret. It's the difference between renting your life and owning your life. And I'm not just talking about owning a house. I'm talking about owning assets, things that put money in your pocket without you having to clock in for it. Businesses, investments, intellectual property, real estate, systems. The poor buy things. The middle class buys liabilities they think are assets. The wealthy buy income streams. And here's where the secret gets uncomfortable. Most people could start buying income streams right now, but they don't. They say they don't have enough money. They say it's too risky. They say they'll start later when the time is right. The truth? They'd rather spend their money on comfort today than freedom tomorrow. Think about it. How many people do you know who get a bonus or a tax refund and immediately blow it on a vacation, a new phone, or a car upgrade? It's almost a reflex. Because for most people, money is for spending. For the wealthy, money is for multiplying. And here's the second layer of the secret. The wealthy don't just use their own money to buy assets. They use other people's money. Banks, investors, partners, they leverage. You've been taught debt is bad. And sure, consumer debt, credit card debt, payday loans, that's poison. But the wealthy use debt as a tool. They borrow to acquire income-producing assets, then use the income from those assets to pay off the debt. It's like using the bank's money to build your empire while keeping your own cash free to make even more moves. Meanwhile, you're afraid of taking out a loan for anything that's not a car or a house you live in. And even then, you spend the next 30 years paying it off, instead of letting it pay for itself. Now let's talk about time. Poor people trade time for money. The wealthy trade money for time. If you're making $20 an hour, your life is literally being valued at $20 an hour. The wealthy refuse to sell their time that cheap. They buy back their time by building systems that make money for them 24/7. This is why the wealthy can work a few hours a week and still make more in a month than most people make in a year. It's not magic. It's not luck. It's systems and ownership. And here's the ugly truth. You can start building those systems now, even if you're broke.